Welcome back to the Sunrise Daily. Well, as you may know, for some time now, there's been this allegation about a certain 90 billion naira from FIRS for elections. It's been going back and forth on the social media. But then, only recently, the vice president has responded because his name was mentioned, and so there was a press release, which was titled, he says, the press release signed by Laulu Akonde, the senior special assistant to the president on Media and Publicity, Office of the Vice President, did say, in the past few days, a spate of reckless and malicious falsehoods have been peddled in the media against me by a group of malicious individuals. The defamatory and misleading assertions invented by this clique had mostly been making the social media rounds anonymously. I have today instructed the commencement of legal action against two individuals, one Timi and another Catch Ononuju, who have put their names to these odious falsehoods. I will waive my constitutional immunity to enable the most robust adjudication of these claims of libel and malicious falsehood. So that came from the vice president. So today, we did reach out to quite a number of people before now to find out what exactly is going on. But we were able to catch up with Timi. He was the former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the APC, now a public activist. He joins us via Skype this morning. Good morning, Timi, and thank you for joining us today. Well, you have heard what is going on here in the country. So, several questions concerning those who have seen some of those. First of all is, why do you cause to be published this, which has been described as malicious falsehood against the person of the vice president? Do you have facts?
Well, thank you very much, Chamberlain, and thank you for the crew, and thank you for Nigerians who are listening to me right now. I want to make it very clear that I stand by my earlier statement that was issued on the 23rd of September against the vice president without fear or favor. And I want to make it very clear to Nigerians that the era of oppression, intimidation, harassment from government officials must stop, because they are answerable to the people. They are answerable to Nigerians who elected them. So if there is an allegation against the vice president, what I expected him to do is to respond and tell Nigerians, yes, I did it. Yes, I did not do it. Not to be threatening, fireworks of going to court or nobody is scared of going to court. I am ready to meet with Vice President Osinbajo in court. And when we get there,
all right, Timi.
And
yeah, sorry to jump in. Just to rephrase this, yes, we heard what you said, that you're ready to go to court, but lots of people also want to know, these materials that you caused to be published, are they true? Do you have facts to back up those publications?
Well, we are going to court. When we get there, a lot of things will expose himself, just like I have said. I'm not going to unveil my sources. And it is very clear that my informations, this is not the first time I've been speaking. This is not the first time I've been fighting against corruption. And my allegations or my statements has always come to pass if you go back to history. So, but again, I want to make it very clear to the vice president. If he said he's ready to pursue this case, and he said he's ready to waive his immunity, first of all, I want to let him know, you cannot waive what you did not put. And if he says he wants to do that, the only way he can do that, the vice president must resign immediately. To enable fair play, you cannot come and deceive Nigeria with a Yahoo statement by saying you are waiving off your immunity.
Mr. Frank, not to worry, we'll look at the legal implication of that from a lawyer. So, but, there are those who also think that you are being used to carry out these activities.
Let me tell you very clear. The vice president has a very good propaganda team. I know him for that. And I'll tell you very clear, anybody that knows my antecedents, anybody that knows my record, this is the same thing I did in the last administration in exposing corruption in various sectors, in various areas. And again, Chamberlain, let me tell you, to my person who has been up to the level of former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the APC before I left, you should know I have too much of information about this party. You should not have too much of information about this system. So whatever I say, I'm assuring you, is grounded. And we are going to prove this.
All right, Mr. Timi Frank. We will hear your response, standing by what you say has been published. Well, we appreciate your talking to us. Well.